What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and that's right. This is the second Marvel Rivals video today because we just got even more massive news. The brand new dev update came out, and here are 10 things that you need to know from this dev update video. These are the most important things, but there's a lot. I recommend you go watch the full video in its entirety. I'll link it down below, all right? So number one, it is confirmed that Emma Frost will be the first released playable character in season 2. So that is awesome. It's rumored that she will be a Vanguard. They do say that she will have some diamond and telepathic abilities, so super excited. We don't have a full gameplay or abilities trailer yet, but if history has taught us anything, we should be getting news about that very, very soon. And by the way, before I get too far into this, make sure you subscribe, because in the past, us official Marvel Rivals creators have gotten early access to play the new characters in the new season. So make sure you're subscribed, because I will be making some videos. I will be streaming over on my Twitch. That's linked down in the description below. So yeah, make sure that you stay tuned, because I might be playing a little Emma Frost as I've been diving into the Vanguard role a little bit, all right? So number two, they did announce that Ultron will be coming in season 2.5. So right now, the seasons are about 3 months long, so in about a month and a half, we should be getting Ultron. We don't have any details about Ultron, but I think this is pretty interesting. I did mention in my last video that, it's kind of weird, right? Because in the season 1, Dracula was the villain, but he wasn't a playable character, right? So Ultron, it looks like he's gonna be the season villain for this Hellfire Gala. He's gonna be taken over and all that, but it seems that he will be playable. It's rumored that he might be a strategist. So all my fellow strategist mains and Vanguard mains, we should be eating good this season. Now, one thing is that we don't have any mention of Blade coming in this dev talk video, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. A lot of us thought Blade was coming, but he's not in the trailer, he's not in the dev talk, so none of us know what's going on with Blade. Did we not actually save him? I don't know what's up. So number three, they did announce that starting in season 3, Marvel Rivals will be switching to a 2-month format, okay? So the other day I was curious, because I keep track of the Marvel Rivals numbers. I go and check Steam charts and Steam database, and I'm like, how many people are playing? Because one of the things I'm always worried about, maybe it's my anxiety, but I'm always worried that a game that I love is going to die. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on engagement, and Marvel Rivals has maintained some great numbers. And the last time I checked, they were still sitting in the top 10, but you could see that the numbers were declining. And one of my theories, I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments below. My theories are, maybe the seasons are a little bit too long. What keeps people engaged is new content and everything like that. So I'm really glad to hear that they're switching to a 2-month format. So in this season 1, we got 4 brand new characters. So that was, 2 at the beginning, 2 in the second half, but they're reducing it to 2 new characters. So this season, I think we might see another dip later on in the season, right? I'm curious to see how much it spikes up when the new season kicks off, because last time they reached I think over 600,000. So yeah, I can't wait for them to reduce this down to 2 seasons starting in season 3. So the number 4 thing that you need to know about from this dev video is that we do have new team-ups coming, all right? So some of the new team-ups that they have announced is that Emma Frost will be an anchor for Psylocke and Magneto with a new team-up. Then we are getting a brand new team-up between Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. There is also going to finally going to be a team-up between Captain America and the Winter Soldier. All of us have been wondering, how was that not introduced in the very beginning? But I'm glad that, the devs over at NetEase were like, yo, maybe these two guys need to team up since they're besties. So I can't wait to see what that looks like. Number 5, some of the team-ups are being removed. Yep, that's right. Some of the team-ups are being removed. I remember it might have been in season 0, maybe even start of season 1, but in one of these dev updates, they talked about how they were going to be changing team-ups around. I think they even said each season, but we didn't get anything for season 1. So I'm glad this is finally here. Now, some of you are going to be bummed out. Some of you might be excited. Just a few of them, there are more, but just a few of them that they mentioned is that the Magneto Scarlet Witch team-up, that is going to be completely removed. Winter Soldier is going to be removed from the Rocket team-up. Personally, I think that's fine. People are starting to put some respect on Rocket's name. Winter Soldier is one of the best characters in the game. So kinda, giving him that extra team-up so he has just unlimited ammo for a period of time, it might have been a little bit too powerful. So I think this is warranted. Another one that they're removing Doctor Strange from the Gamma team up. I don't know if maybe it's because they're, giving Doctor Strange a team up with Scarlet Witch or what's up with that. But yeah, I don't think this is a huge deal. We've seen a big decrease in competitive play from Doctor Strange and Hulk, so I don't think there's like a massive deal. But yeah, there are some other team ups that they did mention being changed, so make sure you go check out the full dev talk if you want to know more about that. Number 6, they did let us know that we do have incoming buffs. That's right. So some of your favorite characters might be getting a buff pretty soon. So they did mention Penny Parker, Scarlet Witch, Mr. Fantastic, Black Widow, Rocket Raccoon, and Jeff the Land Shark. So these characters are all getting buffs. We don't know the exact numbers. The devs will probably release a blog post where they have like the exact stats and who's getting the buffs and the nerfs. So I know a lot of people are gonna be excited. A lot of you who love like, Penny Parker or Scarlet Witch, Mr. Fantastic. I can't wait to see this. I do think Mr. Fantastic is simultaneously slightly underrated while also being on the weaker side. I know a lot of people would be happy if Black Widow is getting a buff. One of my concerns is sometimes they play it a little safe when it comes to buffs for different characters. Like I believe they recently buffed like Black Widow not that long ago, and it was kind of like a nothing burger. But yeah, as somebody who comes from a Counter-Strike background, who love to snipe, like I really want Black Widow to be better than she is, so we'll see how that goes. They do mention a buff coming to Rocket, and I'm curious what their internal data says, because again, like people are starting to realize that Rocket is a solid strategist, so I am interested to see what these buffs are gonna look like. Number 7, we don't have many details, but in the dev talk, they did say that they are working on some new game modes. Let me know down in the comments below, what game modes are you hoping for in the future? I'm excited for anything that, keeps people engaged, things that I might wanna play. Like, dude, I've been a strategist main for a long time. Those of you who've been subscribed to my channel, if you're not, I don't know why you're not, you should be. I didn't have great things to say about the Thing when it first started, but once I saw his potential, I started playing him a lot more. I am on the verge, I'm like less than 1,000 points away from getting the Thing to Lord proficiency. And what I'm getting at, you're like, what's this have to do with new game modes? What I'm getting at is solo queuing as a tank in Marvel Rivals is just one of the worst experiences. So I am excited for some new game modes, so maybe I can play some of these characters, get some practice in. I know some people are like, well, you can just play against AI. Like, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. It feels like a cheap way to get your characters up to Lord proficiency. I wanna like actually play against humans and stuff. So anyways, I am excited for new game modes. We don't know what they are. We don't know when they're coming out. I do think a game mode would be cool. One of my buddies was talking about it, where you like randomly switch heroes like after every death or anything. I think that would be cool too. I used to like random draft and stuff like that in Dota, so I think something like that would be fun in Marvel Rivals. So number 8, they did discuss some updates to the way missions and the rewards are for the missions, and their goal is to rebalance the battle pass rewards a little bit. They want to make sure that everybody can get all the goodies and everything like that, which is interesting to me. I haven't really heard anybody complain about this, so I don't know if there's like internal data or if I'm not just in the right circles. I do feel like I see a lot of complaints about Marvel Rivals, but this I haven't seen, especially because the battle pass, once you get it, you can take your time. You can do it however long it takes you, and you can keep getting the rewards. So I'm not sure the logic behind this. Like, hey, anything that they're doing that helps out, and somebody like me who plays a ton, like I finished the battle pass like a couple weeks ago. So once they introduced that you can get extra currency from using your chrono tokens, like when you have excess, like that's been awesome. I've gotten like, I don't know, 500 to 1,000, which can go towards skins and everything. But anyways, that's good news. Any news is good news. And as you saw from the trailer, we're getting a bunch of new skins, so I'm very happy. Number 9 is very, very exciting news. So they did announce that they're going to be introducing a feature to let us change the colors of skins. So when you buy skins, there's gonna be an option where you can like change the colors. They did have some like concept art of what different costumes will look like, I believe for Psylocke and Luna Snow. I think this is really cool. Anything that people can do in the game to kind of like, you know, make the character their own so you don't see a bunch of people with the same skins running around, like I think that is phenomenal. Now, one thing to note is they did say that they're gonna be starting with the most popular costumes, all right? So they showed us the Psylocke and the Luna Snow one, so I'm guessing those will be starting, but basically, I just want to manage your expectations. They won't be releasing this across the board for every single skin out there, but there's definitely a move in the right direction. I absolutely love this. It's just like a cool quality of life feature. And number 10 is something that is gonna probably spark a lot of conversation in the community. I might need to make a whole separate video on this, but number 10 is they did announce some changes to ranked. Go watch the video. I'm gonna touch on a few of the main points they talked about with the changes to ranked mode, but yeah, let's dive into it. So the first one is, at the start of season 2, there will be a ranked reset, and guess what? They are dropping you 9 divisions, 9 divisions. I'm on the fence about this based on some of the other updates, but man, let me tell you this. I thought the 7 division drop was just way too much, right? When you're dropping people out of platinum or diamond, right? And you're putting them down in like the silver to gold territory, like that is such a massive drop, right? Because so many people have issues with people making like new accounts, Smurf accounts, alt accounts, whatever you wanna call them, because there's people who are just way too good at the game playing in these lower divisions, and it just really makes for a bad experience for people who are trying to get better and work their way up in a natural way. So dropping people 9 divisions is going to make that even worse. It sounds like the beginning of the season is going to be a nightmare, but another update that they gave us as part of this is that they're going to start giving you more ranked points if you perform well. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that these devs know what they're doing and this sort of balances this out. Because what this means is that if you perform better, you're going to get more points. Therefore, you're going to accelerate out of your divisions and out of your ranks even faster. So those are those people who are, you know, in the lower ranks, and that's kind of where their skill level is. The higher level players are going to skyrocket out of those ranks because they're doing so well. So when they're dropping 40, 50 kills in the, you know, silver and gold matches, they're going to skyrocket out of them, which is pretty cool. And I also think this is beneficial for all the people who complain. I can't tell you how many times I see on Twitter, people like, bro, what's the deal? Oh my God, look how much I'm carrying the team and we still lose in rank, da 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 da. Well, all of you folks can quit crying because it will help get you out of those ranks a little bit faster. They're gonna say, hey, maybe you don't deserve to be here. So that's really cool. But I still do wonder if the ranked system would be better if they did have placement matches. I mentioned this in a video I made not that long ago about some of the problems with ranked. So yeah, maybe that's something in the future if this doesn't work out. Another big update to the rank system is that they're going to start introducing the picks and the bans starting in Gold 3. For me, this is great. I remember like, I want to finish the season at Grandmaster. I just haven't been playing ranked that much, and I took a week-long vacation. But I'm sitting at Diamond 1, and I will say that I do think the picks and the bans, they bring a whole new level of strategy to the game, and I really like that. I like competitive because I like the strategy. I like people having to like pick up their game a little bit more. So I'm glad that they're introducing this a little bit sooner. They're kind of taking people out of the kiddie pool and moving them to the big leagues a little bit sooner. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be a hot mess, you know, starting at like Gold 3 and stuff like that. But I do like that it's going to get some people's like wheels turning, and they're gonna have to think a little bit more strategy and all that. And then the last thing that I want to touch on with changes to the rank system is that it's something that's not going to affect many of us, a very, very, very small percentage of us, but they did say that in Eternity and in One Above All, players can no longer enter queues as any more than a duo. So no more 3, 4, 5, or 6 stacks. Well, there was never 5 stacks, but you can only duo queue. But the thing is, if you're watching this video, there's a very good chance that you're not one of these top level players. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm curious what the top level players think about this. But yeah, it's not gonna affect most of us. But yeah, anyways, interesting dev talk. Those are the top 10 things. Let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comments below. Is there anything from the dev talk that you especially thought was exciting? Let me know down in the comments. And again, make sure you subscribe because in the past, they have given us early access to the new season, to the new characters. So if that happens again, I will be streaming, I will be making some content, and you definitely do not want to miss it, all right? Anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you in the next one.